and welcome back to the Pro League Hype Show with me, your host, Giles Thomas, here at the On The Rise Media Studio. And we are joined for this very special Hype Show, Jeff Taylor from the Mile High Colorado Pro Show. Jeff, thank you for joining us.
The Mile High City, yeah, they call us the Mile High City because we're 5,280 feet above sea level. So that's the reason for the Mile High Pro name.
Wow, yes, because I've spoke to Phil Heath because he's from Denver, Colorado, and he said that he's told me all about the altitude and the different levels of oxygen and everything. So Jeff, tell us about your pro event coming up on in June.
June 5th. Yeah, it's the Mile High Pro League Pro Men's Physique Open and Men's Physique 40 Plus and Bikini Championships. So it's kind of morphed a lot since we first started in 2013 with just women's physique. So we've come a long ways and had some cool things. In fact, our last show, 2019, we were unfortunately shut down last year due to COVID protocols and everything was locked down for this time. But we're really glad to be back. In 2019, it was a record year. We had 36 men show up for that show and 21 bikini competitors. So it was a great year. We're excited for another one.
Fantastic. Excited to be back, obviously, with the situation with COVID last year then.
Yeah. Boy, yeah. I think everyone's so excited. I had one show already this year, a couple weeks ago. I think every single person was thanking me. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to be back, and we had a record number of athletes just because that demand has not changed. People want to get on stage. And now it's kind of even blowing up more just because people want to get out there and, turn things around from such a lockdown year.
Fantastic. So tell us about the venue.
Venue is the Crown Plaza Convention Center, Denver. It's 10 minutes from Denver International Airport, so it's super easy to get there with an Uber or whatever. So, in fact, they even have a shuttle from the venue as well. You can set that up. But, it's a great venue, and you can stay there in the hotel. So it's one stop shop, sort of a place where you can have your room, come down for the show. And the reason why the pros like this show so much is that we've been really fortunate to be able to be exactly on time when we say we're starting. So, we start this year at noon. Whenever everything with Sandy Williamson a few days ago, and we're excited to roll it out. And we're going to do a little bit different format just because we're still under some COVID restrictions, some gathering restrictions. So we're going to do the running show format for this, where we're going to do pre-judging and then take a break just to get the scoring done, and then finals.
Are you going to be doing a live stream?
We're going to probably so. We're going to decide here in the next week or so to determine that. And I've got a great guy, the guy that does a lot of Phil Heath's videos, has been doing live stream for me. So we've had some great ones coming out. So we're working on that right now. So most likely.
I think one good thing to come out of the whole COVID situation is that a lot of promoters really upped their game and really jumped on to the whole live stream thing. And I think it's been because I've seen a real increase in quality of production. And, because obviously there's so many people cannot attend these shows. The live stream has become crucially important to promoters such as yourself.
Yeah. No, pretty likely we'll be doing it. We're just putting the final details together on that for sure.
Yeah, so I believe Ashley Kaltwasser is a past winner because obviously she's a huge name, a multi-Olympia champion.
Yeah, she won 2018 and 2019, and I believe she's coming out this year. We've talked a little bit, but she hasn't said for sure, but I think she's going to announce it here pretty soon, so we're excited about that. And then Corey Morris won the men's physique in 2019 and just won the Wasatch show. The Wasatch Warriors show, so he is coming back to defend his title.
Oh, fantastic. So how many pro wins is that Ashley Colt? Like 29? She's like the, she's won, I think she's won more than any other women, bikini champion.
I think so. I mean, it's dizzying. she just loves it. She lives it, loves it. And it's like every show she competes in, it's like her first show. She's that excited. It's a blast having her.
Fantastic. So where people can find for tickets and entries and any Instagram or websites?
The Muscle Quest is my Instagram, The Muscle Quest, and the website is www.musclequest.com. We'll be announcing tickets probably mid-month. Our governor is going to make some announcements as to what the next month of social distancing and gathering limits are going to be. So we're waiting until then to be able to put the tickets on sale, probably that next 5 days after that, so we can create a seating map that'll work. And we've got a big space, so it's like an expo seating and then the stage all in the same space. So it's a really cool energy. And of course, as a promoter, I'm a dork about that. It's like, I love creating the feel and the energy of the excitement of the show. And sometimes the energy's in the expo and sometimes the energy's on stage. And so it kind of just all blends together, and it's a lot of fun. So when I have allowed maximum limits, it's just a cool feel. Everybody moves throughout that space, and it's a lot of fun. We'll just have to see how many people will be allowed to have in there. So that's kind of what I'm holding off on. It's so weird this year, isn't it?
Fingers crossed, isn't it? Fingers crossed. So any final message for the competitors looking to compete in your show and spectators looking to attend?
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I'm a geek about this, and I never get tired of it. But, this year we have head judge Tamer El-Gundi is going to be out here for it. And, we've got 2 local IFBB pros that are launching their new supplement line, Prodigy Performance. So they're going to do some cool things backstage with the goodie table and backpacks for the winner, custom backpacks for the winners for the NPC and IFBB, as well as they've got some golden tickets for NPC and IFBB athletes for sponsorship. So that's exciting. And then Sunday, we've got the it's kind of open right now, but last time we did a little trip up to Red Rocks and some photos and just an opportunity to kind of hang out together in the Colorado vibe. I mean, so many people just love coming here because it's definitely a different vibe from other cities and states. So I'd love for people to experience that and take something home with them besides, money and hardware like this.
Oh, you got one of is that one of the trophies? That's one of the trophies.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that looks awesome. Looks awesome. Well, I think it sounds like a great event, and I'm just happy. I think we're all just so grateful that the shows are back and kind of returning to a kind of semi-normality. But Jeff Taylor, promoter of the Mile High Show, thank you so much for coming on the Pro League Hype Show, and we wish you all the very best with your event. Well, thank you so much, Giles. It's a blast being on your show. I love seeing what you guys are doing. Thank you so much for boosting the IFBB Pro League shows. It's a big deal, and people love it here. And another thing that's kind of special, too, is we have an MC who won this very, very first show, Sarah Hurley. Wow. That year to take third at the Olympia. And you know what? Brandon Hendrickson, I think this was his first show in I can't remember. I thought he said it was in 2014 when we first started the men's physique. Yeah. Plus, the Mile High Mecca is Armburst Pro Gym. Dylan Armburst has got an awesome gym. People love from all over the world to come here for that. So a lot of cool pluses. Hope to see a lot of the athletes here and from all over the world. Jeff Taylor, thank you so much. Thank you, Giles.